One thing is for you to understand what inversion is and be able to use it on one key as a beginner. Nevertheless, you need to learn how to transfer this inversion to other keys. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to transfer each of these inversions to other keys and their variations. First step, let us pick the key we want to form the major scale on. In my case, I'll pick C. Second step, let us form all the root position chords on the key of C. So this is the key of C. The first chord is this, the second is this, and the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, and back again to the first one. You are used to this already, so that's not new. So let's give it a name. This is chord 1, which you can call it the C major chord. This is chord 2, you can say that's D minor chord. This is chord 3, E minor chord. This is chord 4, F major, chord 5, G major, chord 6, A minor, chord 7, that's the B diminished, half diminished, then back to chord 1. The third step, you are going to write out each of these root position chords in their letters. Then you now rearrange the order, and that's what gives you the inversion. So the first chord is a C major chord, which contains the letters E, C, E, G. Now let me change the order. I can decide to rearrange it forward, and I also can decide to rearrange it downward, whichever way you want. But let us do forward. So this is the root position. I want to change the order now, rearrange it. I'll take this C up, so it becomes C, E, G, C. You're going to see that on my screen. Then the next one, G, it's going to be G, E, C. These are the inversion of the first chord. Then the second chord, which is D minor, or you call it chord 2, depending on what you want to call it. It's have the letter of D, F, and A. If I rearrange it, which means I'm taking the D up here, I have this. You see that now? And I have F, A, D. If I rearrange it again, I have this, which means I have A, D, F. That's the second chord. So if you continue in that order, you are going to have this result. Which you are going to see on my screen. You are going to have the result on my screen. So the next step is step 4, we start to pick each of these chord inversions to form variation. At the end of the day, you are going to form variation that you feel like this is a bit hard. So I will advise you pick the one that you feel like is easy. Now, for this to make full sense, I will still use the same chord, the same song we've been using, which is Yeshua. Remember, the Yeshua chords are chord 6. Let me use root position. Chord 4, then chord 1, then chord 5. Don't forget. So for this variation to make sense, I will use that song. I will repeat again. Chord 6, chord 4, chord 1, and chord 5. So I can decide that, okay, since my first chord is chord 6, I want to use root position. Then chord 4, if I want to play chord 4, the next that is very close is this inversion. This chord 4, which means the inversion with what? A, C, F. Did you see that now? Then the next chord is chord 1. I can just come back to this, which means I'm playing G, C, E. Then the next chord is chord 5. You see, which means I'm now playing G, B, D. You see, that is one variation if you use your chord 6 as root position. Do you understand? Then another variation, you can say, okay, no, I don't want to use chord 6 here. I don't want to use chord 6 as root position. I want to use here. You see? So very good. This chord 6, second inversion. Okay, the next chord is chord 4. You see? You can just use position of chord 4, which means for chord 6 you have E, A, C because you are using second inversion. You decide that. Then the chord 4, you are using F, A, C. Did you get that now? Then chord 1, whoo, I like this. So we are even using what? E, G, C. Did you see that? Then chord 5, I can decide to come down like this, which means I'm using D, G, B. That is second variation. Did you see that now? Then another one you can decide, I can say, no, I don't want to use this chord 6. I don't want to use this inversion of chord 6. I want to use this. Good. So if you use this inversion of chord 6, good. This is very nice. Then chord 4 will be what? You just change, which means you are going to have C, F, A. You see that now? Then chord 1, you close it. Make sure you are using chord 1 root position, which means C, E, G. Did you see that? Then another one, chord 5. Ooh, you can do this, which means B, D, G. That is third variation. Let's try out another variation again. So the same chord 6, even if I play chord 6 like this, I can still do chord 4 to be this way again. Then instead of me coming down to play chord 1, I can play chord 1 like this. You see, that's another variation which you can do, which means I'm doing chord 1 first inversion, right? Then I can now play chord 5 like this again. So you find out that try and spend time on this and check which one you feel you are okay with. Then practice that, master that with your left hand root note. Remember, left hand is just playing root note. So let me quickly do that example. If you are using the first variation, which is this, you just play root notes, chord 4, root notes, then chord 1, sorry, then chord 5. So support each of these variations with the root note of the left hand. Then relax yourself, pick the one that is easy, then get ready to transfer it to other keys. You can follow the same method which I've used to form each of the chord variations on C to other keys. Now let us use that method. Then I'm going to show you a quicker way you can use to transfer these chords variations or inversion to other keys. So let us pick the key of G. Remember, the first step is that we'll play the scale of G major since we are playing on the major scale. So the scale of G major. Right, good. Let us form all the root position chord on the key of G major. So look at this. You can do it here or down, but I like to just bring it down. So the root position chord, the natural way, but something will definitely change. Remember, the key of G major is having one sharp. So the root chord, the first chord is going to be G major, which is chord 1, which is G, B, D. The second chord is going to be A minor, which is what? A, C, E. The third chord is going to be chord 3. Did you see that? Which is B, D, F sharp. Aha, you see this difference now. F sharp. Then chord 4 is the next chord, which is going to be what? C, E, G. Then chord 5, you see, I'm having the F sharp again, which is D, F sharp, A. Chord 6 is going to be E minor, which is what? E, G, B. Then the 7, half diminished, is going to be F sharp, A, C. I form all the chords on the key of G major. Then the same way you've done it in the last one, you write out each of these root position chords. Then you rearrange the order. You're going to see the chart. So from there again, you start checking out the variation that you think is easy again. No, with that, you start transferring. So let's do it again. So if we are on the key of G, which we've done, the root chord position, then the first chord, we're using the same song again, is chord 6. If you check it, chord 1, chord 2, chord 3, chord 4, chord 5, chord 6. This is chord 6, which is E minor. So if I can decide that I'm still using root position again, the same way I did in key of C. Then the next chord is what? Chord 4. I will also do the same thing. Chord 4 is what? is C, actually C major in the key of G. So chord 4 is C major. So look at my 4. I hope you're observing something. You're observing it. Let's do it again. Chord 6, that's the E minor. Chord 4, I did the same thing I did again in the key of C. Then the next chord is chord 1. I will do this shape, which means my chord 1 is what? D, G, B, chord 1. Then the last chord is chord 5. You see, I'm now doing D, F sharp, A. If you notice what I've done, it is the same. The only thing that is different is just the sharp key. Let me show you. Look at this. Back to the key of C now. Remember, that's the key of C. I did this. Watch. Then what I just did is that chord 4, I shifted my pinky here. Then chord 1, I did this. Then chord 5, I did this, right? Good. Now let's quickly go to the key of G. Chord 6, watch. I'm doing the same thing literally, but the key changes. You see, I'll just move my pinky. Did you see that now? Then the next is what? Chord 1. You see that now? Did you see it? Then chord 5. That is it. Literally, it's the same thing. It's the same shape of your finger. If we support it with the root note the same way, look at it. It's going to be like this. Look at it. That's the root note. Then chord 4. Watch. Did you see that? Then chord 5. Sorry, chord 1. Then after that we have chord 1. Chord 1. Yeah. Is this? Did you see that now? Then chord 5. Did you see it now? Did you see it now? So literally it's the same. You can use this method to transfer to other keys. What I've showed you earlier is just on the key of G. It's just one variation. So let's say you don't want to do chord 6 to be in this form. You want to use another inversion of chord 6, which is this. You see, it will also still work. Look at this now. So this chord 6, which is B, E, G, chord 6. Then your chord 4 is going to be this. Easy. The same thing I literally did on the key of C. Then the next chord is chord 1. Do you remember I did this shape of my finger? Then the next chord is chord 5. You just bring it down. You see? That's as another variation. So I'm going to display the chart on my screen. You can just follow through it. You'll get the PDF also so that you can download it and study it and pick like that. So, but what you need to take out of this is that it's the same shape of your finger. It's just the keys that are changing. Do you understand? So if you take that to other keys, you're going to have the same thing.